Howdy her, neighbors.
We are back today to finish off story 1 of Stuffed Fables.
Ooh.
When we last left you, we were on our way to Bramblebum.
Bramblebum?
Bramblebum. Yes. So, yes, we're doing part 2 of story 1. Yes.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Right.
I mean, do you have anything to add? Well, last time we were catching a train, and then we didn't catch the train, and we talked to a hippo, and the hippo told us that even if we're taking the train, we're going to make our way to Bramblebum anyways, so I'm just trying to see how many times I can fit Bramblebum into this little intro.
It's true. It's a good point.
Yeah.
I guess my only comment is Lumpy is a slow, fluffy bud. He should have gotten onto that train.
But I was just going to ignore everything that was going on outside of that, just getting to the train car.
Sorry, Flops is all about boom. That's the
I can
objective.
Tell.
He got there.
I wonder where he gets it from.
There. Yeah.
I wonder where she gets it from.
It's fine. No.
Yeah, exactly. I wanted to go out and explore and talk to the lost ones and find out some information about this.
I'm just saying.
I'm just trying to play the game.
Hey, if we lose the blanket,
Lumpy's just trying to play the game.
He also tried to hire mercenaries.
Did I?
Yeah.
When?
Well, he made a suggestion. He's like, let's just hire people.
Oh, yeah. Why
Can't we just pay someone to do this?
So I'm just saying, you know, two different personalities, but we'll see how we can make it to the end.
Well, we are going to finish off story 1, so check it out. Story 1, Part 3. Bramblebum. They stared into the dark, tangled forest that stood before them, strange and primordial. No one relished the idea of entering that foreboding place. From somewhere in the depths, they heard the echo of strange voices. And so they set off into the trees, following a path. It wasn't long before the mysterious voices drew near, and the Stuffies grew worried.
We should hide in the trees.
Flops warned the others, but they weren't sure. Time, after all, was running short. Bing! Reveal a sleep card. All right, so we are now in Bramblebum. Let's go ahead and reveal the sleep card, because that's the next thing on our to-do list.
We went from sleeping
To sleeping.
That's good.
Good. Yeah. We're not waking up. We can keep dreaming. We went ahead and we put our stuffies on the section where we need to. We put the little token for the lost. We put a little wall and barrier there with the card that indicates what they do. I'll go ahead and just read that. Or actually, Kev, go ahead and read that.
All right. Socal Viking says, walls and barriers, or other barriers, are indicated by solid white lines. Figures cannot see through, attack through, or move through barriers. Spaces on either side of the barrier are not considered adjacent. Some match features door tokens. These are just like barriers. Once the door has been opened, remove the door token. It is no longer a barrier.
Thanks, SoCal Viking.
Yeah.
And after that, we get to choose one of the following. If we want to set up for an ambush, we'll go to section 13.2. Or if we press on, we go to section 13.3.
Well, I just want to get back home.
Of course you do.
So Lumpy says that we're going to section 13.3.
Fine.
Bing! Section 13.3. They sprinted down the trail, hacking away at the thorny branches that seemed to reach out. After half an hour of this, they stumbled upon a small hut hidden within the tangled thicket. It was a strange home, and oddly misshapen, but it had a wholesome look to it. In the distance came a haunting howl.
Well, I don't like the sound of that.
Well, we're gonna get in there, Buttercup.
No. I'm gonna go try to find some help from the lost.
Oh, man.
Let's go ahead and get my dice.
Better not be
would you
another
look
hippo.
at that. That's great. I got some white dice. I did get one threat.
Well,
Poop. I
look at
gotta
you.
put that there.
You're just tons of fun.
Alright. Well, I only have 3 stuffing left from last time we played, so I'm gonna roll these individually.
Ooh.
All right, I'm done with the voices. All right, let's go ahead. See if I get a 3 or higher. Hua! Yes,
Yeah.
I get a stuffing. And this one, if I get a 4 or higher. Hua!
No.
Yeah, it's only a 3.
Wah, wah.
I do get 1 stuffing, though.
Oh, I can help you out with that.
Boop. There we go. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Right on my tummy tum. Okay. I am 3 spaces away from the lost over there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I'm gonna fight anything. I do have 1 bank die. I'm just gonna roll both of these to get for movement.
Okay.
Just to get to the lost, because I wanna check that. I wanna check that out. Hua! All right. Well,
Oh.
I can move 10, so that's good enough.
All right.
So we're going to go ahead and move over to Lost.
Boom, 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 boom.
Do we use anything with this token?
Nah, that just goes over
All
there.
right, good. Now we do the symbol.
Yes. Hua!
I think I read it to you.
Yes, you do. That's
Yeah.
right.
So let's go ahead and do that. The Lost, card 1. The Horrible Hare.
Stick 'em up!
Snapped the rabbit, brandishing the toy knife.
I want some of that stuffing, and I want it now.
The stuffy was lopsided and clearly in need. Choice. Do you give him 1 stuffing, 2 stuffing, or refuse?
Well, I guess I'll give him 2 stuffing. I'm feeling generous. I can just make more stuffing out of other stuffies anyways, with my meat mallet.
If you give 2 stuffings, gain 1 heart.
Yay! 1 heart, please. Why, thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, I had to give up 2 stuffing to that crazy rabbit. Did you see him? He had
Yeah.
a sock on his head.
Yeah, he was a mad hare.
Yeah. Oh.
He had a hair trigger.
Oh. Really?
Yeah.
Only 2?
Oh, wow.
Come on.
We gotta get on back to the adventure. It's my turn.
Next time, bring your A game.
Oh, man.
All right, go ahead.
All right. So it looks like I get dice, which is...
Yes. Oh, by the way, end of my turn, we'll check threat. We only have 1 threat die. There's 2 of us. We're good.
Oh, cool. Good
Yeah.
to note. I think I'm going to have to reach over here and steal back the die. I know, right? Let's do a little shaky shake. See if I can do better than you on grabbing the number 5. All right, looks good.
There's 5.
Oh, here's one of the cool parts. I got a blue, I got purple,
Yes.
and a red, and 1 white. I'm going to roll the white now because I also could use some stuffing. Dip.
Hey, perfect.
Stuff. Actually, I'm going to do, like, one of the cool things in this game, apparently. I'm going to share. Mr. Lumpy, I was very impressed with how generous you were to that mad rabbit there, and I would like to offer you some of my stuffing I found.
Well, I'm pretty sure if I didn't give him anything, he was gonna stab me.
Well, that... yeah. that was an option, I think.
I generally like going through life not being stabbed.
Now, what I like about this is I have some purples, which is going to give me some random options. Or not random, but I can use them for stuff, which is cool.
Yeah.
So definitely, we don't have any movement penalties this game.
No.
I think I might want to use
Move
one.
5 spaces, lose all your stuffing.
I think I want to use one to try a search option since we haven't done that
Get
yet.
some items.
I don't need any. I don't really need a red or a blue, but what's more useful to me? Probably the red. So I'm going to bank a red.
Okay.
The blue I can use for movement, and then I could probably use those for... Ooh, I could also just move a lot, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
You can
but
use any color die except for the black or the white for movement.
I'm going to do a movement, because we're not in a rush. So I'm going to do 1 for movement.
What?
4.
4 spaces.
And then I'm going to use these for searching.
I like it when you make your bunny go hop hop.
Thanks. So I can roll both together and add them total, right?
Yeah, because you're looking for a target number of 4.
So let's do that, because I won't get my number 2 pencil bonus because they're not yellow.
Right. What?
There you
Looks like
go.
that was good. You got a 7.
And then as simply, I believe, is we just flip the top, and then we have an option of trying to purchase it, or do I just get it?
Well, it depends on what it says.
Well, it says the yellow cap, miscellaneous.
Mm-hmm. So it's a head
And,
item.
Yeah, you get to add 1 to all yellow dice results. That's cute. And since it is a head item, I believe I can equip it.
Yeah.
Well, Lumpy, I found a cap.
Oh,
Would you like it?
I mean, it's kind of garish.
It's yours.
Oh, fine. Mama always said, rely on the kindness of strangers.
Right, your
Ah,
mom lied.
you're a strange one.
Well, yeah. So, I believe it's your turn. No, it's Chuck the thingy turn.
Correct.
Yes.
Yeah, we do not have more black dice than we, so we go again. All right. All right.
Well, thank you for the hats.
Ah, you're
Now
welcome.
it's time for my turn. There's 4 dice
Oh, they're looking good.
and 5.
No black die.
So look at that. So we don't have to worry about any of those creepy crawly threats.
Or any other kind of things.
Okay. Do I want to start poking that door? I think I want to start poking that door.
Can you even get to it?
Yeah, I can get to it. So let's see. What do we need to do that? Ooh, I need to save these. Yeah, we're going to start doing that. I need to get a 3 to get there.
Okay.
So,
You probably do it on one, but you have extra dice.
I do have extra dice. Yeah, let's get to that door. I'm going to roll the green and the blue, just to make sure I get there.
Okay.
Anything but double ones.
Bro,
Well, we got halfway there.
yeah, I know.
All right, we got 6. So we're going to go ahead and move up to the front of the door.
Boopity boop, boopity boop.
And let's go ahead and read what it says. Alrighty, so we talked to the corn husk girl that wants a password.
She might be a doll.
Something? Yeah.
Well, she's definitely.
Well, it definitely says persuading the doll to let you in requires a yellow/perception group task, difficulty 13.
Ooh, it's a group task?
Yes, so that's why I saved these yellow dice.
Oh,
If you haven't already, learn core rules group task on page 9 of the rulebook or scan the QR code.
That's cool.
When you pass, remove the door token and go to section 13.7.
Well, I think
Bang!
we're good to go.
I hope so.
Oh, well, you're going to kill it, so.
Well, let's see. If I roll a 5 and a 6, then it's done.
Okay, we're going to roll into this?
What's that?
We're rolling into this, yeah?
Oh, I'm rolling.
Let's do it.
Yeah. I need a 5 and a 6, and we complete this right now.
Boom.
Ha!
Ooh, jeez.
Oh!
Lumpy,
Oh!
Lumpy, Hercules, Hercules.
Lumpy is the best. Lumpy is the best.
Lumpy,
No door can hold me, cause Lumpy is the best.
It's okay. Don't do that dance. That's horrible. I mean, the hat helped.
The hat, yes, the hat helped. I wouldn't have been able to do this without the hat.
But yeah.
Ooh, boxcars!
So if our video is super bad, yeah, we double sixed it. Lumpy killed it. He is clearly the VA for
By door!
most valuable stuffy?
Most valuable stuffy, the MVS.
The miss.
The moves.
Yeah.
Moves. Okay. Well, let's go ahead and read what happens. So remove the door token to go to section. Remove the door token, go to section 13.7.
Ooh.
We'll go ahead and remove the door token and go to section 13.7. Gah! Fine already, grumped the doll. She slammed the hatch shut, and there was the sound of numerous bolts and latches being undone. Finally, the door swung wide, and she allowed everyone inside. It was cluttered with old furniture and various curios and instruments of study. Books were piled everywhere. My name is Marietta, the old corn husk doll said. She sat in a chair and patted a tiny toy mouse that happily twitched its nose. Marietta wasn't unfriendly, but you could tell from her posture that she didn't quite trust you. She reached out a husk hand and ran it over your fabric. Yeah, you're much too fresh,
Yeah, we ain't from around here.
you told her. Well, that much is obvious. You, oh. Her painted black eyes went wide. You fail? You nodded. Peculiar events, she muttered.
We're desperate to get home.
You told her.
Can you help us?
I gotta help, but it won't be easy, said Marietta. Inside each of you is a small plastic heart, set there by the great manufacturer. Your hearts were all emptied upon entering this world, and they must be refilled if you wish to leave. You must perform good deeds. That said, I must warn you. You must not be discovered by the Dark One who controls this realm. He's quick to anger and driven by a strange power. If he feels you've tampered with his creation, he's gonna hunt down the child you're bound to, and he'll make them pay for your trespass. Marietta taught you a secret rhyme that is powerful and will see you safely home. If the stuffies have the red blanket, or bought the green blanket in Squalor, go to section 13.6. Otherwise, read on.
We have another problem.
You confessed to Marietta.
Our child's blanket was stolen by the crawlies.
She nodded her head sagely at this. Go to Squalor, she said, pointing north. Most items wind up there in the markets eventually. When there are no minions in play, go to page 15, section 15.1. The town of Squalor was a chaotic maze of ramshackle buildings and random alleyways. Dominating the view was the terrible black fortress that loomed far in the distance. Chimneys and smokestacks lining its towers, walls, and buttresses. It was not an unhappy place per se, but the toys, dolls, and stuffies that lived there walked around as if on the defensive, and all seemed keen on keeping to themselves. The stuffies spent some time around a dilapidated train yard, watching the citizens of Squalor come and go. Lumpy noticed that many of the residents were gathering around a cluttered marketplace. Reveal a sleep card. Bing. Story 1, Part 4, Scavenger Hunt. All right, so here we are.
In Squalor?
Squalor.
Yeah.
That's it.
That hip
So
on-
here we are in Squalor.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we've already set up the board, and we have our little wall and barrier card to let us know how walls and barriers work. And we have our objective now to go to the eye and investigate. You'll be going first.
Yeah, I will.
All right, flops. Let's go ahead. Get the show on the road. See if you can do as well as I did.
I don't know if that's possible. I mean, you did use your head
Yes.
violently.
All right,
All
what you
right,
got
so
there?
we got some good colors, one of which is an antagonist die, black.
Boop.
All right, so I have a die saved. I don't have any green dice for cool movement tricks, but that's fine. We don't need any special rules. There's nothing to kill, so the red die is not going to be super helpful. Yellow's for searching. Is there any kind of searching trick I want to do right now? There's an 8.
It takes 8.
I might do that. We'll see. If I enter on the square, though, I will...
That one?
Yeah, I just end my action, right?
Yeah, it'll pause your turn, basically stop your movement, and we do what it tells us to.
All right. Now, I can do any of the performing actions, so in theory, I could search and then move on to it.
I believe so. Yeah.
So let's try that.
Okay.
So I'm going to search, and I get a +2 because I have old number 2. I'm going to use 2 dice. That's pretty good, but not quite enough. That's
Well,
7.
does your thing add 1 to both?
Let's see. When performing a yellow skill test, add 1 to the yellow die result.
Yeah, so that would be a 2, and that'd be a 6.
All right. Well, I'll go with that for now because it does say die.
Yeah.
So, boop, 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 boop. We get to flip from the...
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Let's see what we got.
Ooh, it's a lost sock cap.
That's nice. Miscellaneous. Once per page, when drawing dice during the draw dice step, return all dice drawn and redraw. Oh, and it's a head item, so I guess I'll hold on to that since your head is currently occupied.
Yes, I'm gonna go ahead and steal this one, and we'll just move this to the.
That's fine.
There we go.
All right, I want to switch out my red with this pinky, purple, right? Purple.
Yeah.
Because it's more useful in my spare, and then I'm gonna roll these 2 red dice for my movement because I don't have a reason
not to.
Yeah. We got
5.
Cool. So I'm gonna hop over Lumpy here. Hop, and we're gonna land.
There we go.
So let's see what happens.
All right. So we will be right back. You spot a striped pavilion. A nearby sign declares, "Lazy Lasmunda, the mostly accurate fortune teller." If you have a button or an item card you'd like to trade for a reading, discard it and go to section 15-2. Bing! All right, so fortune teller.
Well, Flops is definitely thinking this is worth it. Now, the trick is, do I give up a button or the sock I just found? I feel like I should just give up the sock only because the button can buy me things later.
Yeah, the sock is kind of nice, but not...
It's not money.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you can use it like money right now, which is probably the best way to use it.
Pretty much. Well, Flops is very impulsive.
Yeah,
So I think we're going to give up the sock that we just found to try to get something cool from the marketplace.
Okay. So we're going to go ahead and you're going to discard that sock cap. And we'll read 15-2. Bye-bye. The pavilion was dimly lit inside. A small round table stood in the center, and on it sat a polished black orb. Lamunda observed your entry.
Oh my!
She exclaimed as you drew close to her.
You are a long way from home, are you not? Very well. Sit down, trespassers, and let old Lamanda tell you what I need to know.
Choose one of the following. If you ask Lamunda about finding the baby blankets, go to section 15.3. Or, if you have the red blankets, but just need to find out how to get back home, go to section 15.4.
Well, that's an easy choice.
Indeed it is. So now we choose one of the following. If we ask Lamunda about finding the baby blankets, we go to section 15.3. Or, if we already have the red blankets, which we might have if we got on the train, we would go to section 15.4. So we're going to go to section 15.3 and be right back.
Lamunda, you find us in a desperate need.
You begged.
Our child's blanket has been stolen. Where can we find it in this strange land?
Lamunda waved her wooden hands over the orb.
Yes, I can see your blanket,
She said.
It sits in the marketplace. But alas, its fate is uncertain. Increpitus may have it already.
Why would he want our child's blanket?
You asked.
He detects the presence of a token of childhood that has not been discarded like everything else. It is saturated by the child's love for it, and by your love for the child. He can feel it sometimes is amiss in his realm, and even now he hunts it. He hunts you.
Place an objective token on any vendor button. Upon visiting that vendor, read star. All right, so now we place an objective token on any vendor button. Upon visiting that vendor, read star.
On any?
I say that one.
Just because you're lazy.
Lumpy, you're so fat.
Lumpy's not lazy. Lumpy's just efficient.
He's festively plump.
All right, that's my turn now, right?
I guess.
Thank you.
Okay.
There we go. So we got some dice. We will go ahead and roll for some stuffing. 3.
Hey, you got it.
Hey, another 6.
Good job. What's
3 in a row. Give me a stuffing. Give me a stuffing.
You so stuff.
Oh, festively stuffed. Let's go to that vendor thingy, I suppose.
Well, good luck with that. It's not like you have enough dice.
I think. I've got some extra dice. I can do some stuff.
Okay.
I'm going to go ahead and try to search because I can.
You
Because
can.
I got 2 pink dice that I'll just roll. I just need to get an 8 or higher. So let's see. Hit. Hey,
Whoa.
got a 9. Give me that item card.
Well, Lumpy's all about the searching.
Boom.
Ooh, I got a skateboard.
Well, do you? Can you? Is it part of your spot?
So yes, because there's 3 different item types. I have my held, my hats, and my equip, kind of whatever. That's
Okay.
what that symbol is.
Sweet.
And so yes, I can actually have all 3 of these. And so what this does is when moving, add 3 to my die results, no matter what color I'm using.
That's awesome.
So Lumpy just got really quick.
About time. Well, good job, Lumps.
Lumpy's going places.
Oh, man. Yeah, he is.
So, I guess I'm going to swap out this blue one for this green one.
Okay.
Because blue... I don't think I
Well,
need
your-
blue.
your
Oh,
top
no, I
ability's
do.
blue, yeah.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah,
All right, we'll keep that.
Please.
So I'm just going to roll 1 die and know that for sure I'm going to... Yeah, there we go. I'm a skateboard.
Right? Weird.
There we go.
I like how you didn't
Bam.
move them. You just skated them.
I have a skateboard.
Okay. So
Do you have a tech deck?
I maybe. We'll see what we can do.
Oh, I wish I had a tech deck right now.
Right.
That'd be awesome. Okay, so I still have 1 die, but we're going to see about this. So let's read star. You found a merchant with a small market stall. You don't find anything interesting among the wares, but just as you turn to leave, you spotted something. Was it? Indeed! Your little girl's blanket sat folded neatly among the other items. If your party has the patch item card, you received the blankets. If not, you'll need to pass a yellow group task. Difficulty 12. Only adjacent stuffies can participate. We found the blanket!
We did!
We found the blanket! I don't have any dice I can use for this, though.
What?
I actually didn't have any yellow dice. So, we have our new objective. We need to get a 12, which, I mean, I got a 13 in 1 shot. Let's see what you can do.
That's not very fair.
That's going to be the end of my turn.
Well,
so
actually, you have 1 more die.
I have
Is
one
there
more
anything
die.
you can do with it?
I could try to roll an 8 for a search.
Sure.
No, I can't. Actually, it's green, so I can only use it for range attacks or whatever.
Oh,
so
all right, there you go.
I actually can't use it for
Well,
anything.
then, there you go.
So I'm done. Check threat. Well, still only one die, so back to you.
All right. Yep, good to go. So,
Yep. All right, we got this group task. We need to use our perception to buy this blanket.
that's how
I'm
I'm
guessing?
doing it. I'm going to call it Gusto. Uh-oh.
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 So, I got pretty much the worst draw possible.
No yellows.
So here's the minion die, or
Yeah, that's happening at the,
the
end of this
baddie
turn.
die. I have a red die, a green die, and 2 blue die. Now here's the only thing that's okay, because it's a group task, right?
Mhm.
I'm still able to use my purple
Yes.
die to interact. So I'm going to switch that out, probably with a green die, because I have something called agility, and that might be helpful later.
Yep.
And then
You will have to move over 1, though.
Yeah, that's okay. Oh well. Oh, I still have to use the green die to move. So let's go ahead.
you don't.
Well, yeah.
You can use any die.
Oh, can you?
Yeah, you can use any die for movement.
Okay, so green die is
Green,
for shooting.
green is only, green is for shooting or when the barrier is that color
All right, that's
to
fine.
move over it, like how the bed was in the first one.
All right, and I can't use red or blue for anything else. So let's
Nope.
just double up on them because it doesn't really matter. Well, I guess I could search too, right?
Well,
No, I
no,
need the
because
color,
they have
yeah.
to be yellow.
So it don't matter.
Hey.
Good call, because I needed that mount.
Yeah. Well, no, you only needed a 1 to get adjacent.
That's true, because it doesn't. You can go
Yeah.
diagonal.
All right, so you want to throw that 1 die for your search or for your group task.
All right, so I'm going to add it in. Sadly, I will not get to add old number 2 because it is a purple die, not a yellow. And I did all right. I gave you 4.
Yeah, third of the way
welcome.
there.
You're welcome.
I would have done it in 1.
Well, sure. And then the blue die literally does nothing.
Get discarded.
What do you call it? Just a unique action die.
Yes.
All right, well, let's get rid of the blues. That way we got them out of the way.
Well, now
Now.
we have to check threats.
Yeah, this is going to be fun.
All right. So how we do that, go ahead and get me the rule book really quick.
All right, let's get you the rule book really quick.
This is actually the first time we've had to do this.
I'm excited. It's been a while since Flops had to put some things in their place.
So we have to resolve the surge effect. So the surge is reveal. Oh, do we reveal a sleep card at the beginning of this round?
Did it say we should?
Yes.
Oh, then let's do that. She's sleeping, so that helps out.
Okay. So now, all right. So now that we have 2 threats and there's 2 of us, we're going to resolve the surge effect, which is reveal a sleep card.
All right, so she's sleeping.
And
She's sleeping!
Yay!
Good
All right.
job, little girl.
So after that, we refresh the dice bag. So we
Nice.
take all the threat and all the discarded dice,
Ooh.
put them back in the bag. So
Which is good, because some of those
2
are yellow.
of the yellows are in there. Yeah. Bop.
All right, well, that's kind of a cool mechanic.
Okay. So back to me.
Pretty much.
All right, back to me. Let's draw some dice.
Let's do this, Lumps.
1, 2, 3. I don't want to look. 4, 5.
It saved it.
Okay. Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no!
Yeah, he got this
That's
good.
happening again.
He got this good.
Okay.
But we at least got one
We have
yellow.
1. So I'm just gonna set these aside because I'm only gonna work on the task at hand.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have this plus 1. Hwah!
Not bad.
Hey!
So that's 6.
We only need 2 more now. But now, at the end of my turn, because I can't do anything else with these, we're gonna refresh. So first, we're gonna reveal a sleep card.
Yeah. Okay. Uh-oh. Boom, 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 boom.
Don't
I
wake
have a
up, don't
feeling,
wake
I
up,
have a
don't
feeling,
wake
I have
up.
a feeling. Oh! Ooh, restless.
Ooh, but she's still asleep.
That's good.
That's good. So these go back in the bag again.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that was my turn. We resolved. We have the new sleeping card, and back to you.
All right, Flop, stop this. I heard.
You better. 5 dice, and you only need a 2. If you get a yellow, it's guaranteed.
Yeah, well, someone had to pull
Get a
all
yellow.
about yours.
Just get a yellow. There we go.
All right, so we did get bad guy die,
1 threat die.
but we did get pretty much every other color, which is great. So yellow's going to be able to be played, and like mentioned earlier, just math tells me no matter what I roll,
Ha!
we do it.
6. So we have completed the task,
Rich rolls.
which was doop-a-doop-a-doo. Pass. You've obtained the blanket. Upon obtaining the blanket, retrieve the red blanket card from the discovery stack, which I believe is the story cards.
Ooh, yep.
Equip it to one of the stuffies, then go to section 15.5.
Okay.
So I'll let you have it.
All right. Well,
Because I got my skateboard.
right. So, and I do have the open spot. So the red blanket is miscellaneous. Oh man, it gives me a +2 to my red dice. Bonus when performing a red skill.
You want a skateboard?
Nah, I'm good.
Okay.
When performing the red skill test, add 2 to the dice results. When drawing red dice during the draw step, if you draw 1 or more threat dice, gain a heart.
Oh,
Man, yeah,
that's great.
I'm not sharing, man.
Oh, man.
Yeah, flops never learn to share.
Oh, except for the yellow cap.
Well, I didn't really want
I'll
it.
give you the yellow cap and the skateboard for the red blanket.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay,
Come on now. Come on. I'm going to fill it full of love.
that's fine.
Flops also looks good on tape.
All right, well, let's see what the story has for us.
Please.
There was a commotion in the market, and several townsfolk pointed in the party's direction. It would seem that they stood out a little too much. The door to shanties flew open, and an overlarge stuffy emerged, accompanied by 2 crawlies.
I want that blanket!
The big one bellowed.
You give that to Knuckle, and maybe I don't tear your arm off.
Ooh, it looks like it's boss time. So, retrieve the Knuckle boss card from the discovery stack, generate an encounter of Knuckle and 2 crawlies. Okay, so we have Knuckle and 2 crawlies. A 1 and a 2. Let's pull this down a little bit more.
And to clarify, the discovery stack is still your story stack here.
Exactly, so we pulled that one from there. And then we have, bam, Knuckle right there,
Ooh.
as well as 2 crawlies.
Oh man, Knuckles is awesome.
Yeah, he's got his meat cleaver.
Yeah, he's kind of like the ogre of stuffies.
Yeah.
Now, what I like about him the most is he's just 3 times bigger than
huge.
like us. Like, well, maybe not. Maybe he's 2 lumpies.
Yeah. Hey, shut up. Lumpy's not fat, just perfectly plump.
Okay. All right.
So that was your. These can go back now because these are done.
True, and I also have some
Though
extra
the threat
dice.
does not go away.
Do my extra dice just get used up?
You didn't move yet, so you can still move.
Yeah, but we did an encounter thing, right? Does that mean?
I think so. I think that's gonna end
it's
the
part of
turn.
it's part of your perform action. So
It's part of your perform actions, which is to do a group task.
So I'm pretty sure I could probably use the rest.
Yeah. No, it doesn't say that it ends your move or anything like that. So you just finished doing the group task, and now you still have some dice left, don't you?
I do. Now, what I'm looking at is I'm actually pretty good at attacking from a range, and I have a once per game ability that chooses a space to attack. Any minion on that space or any adjacent space is affected by that attack. So if I target Knuckles, I can actually attack the other crawlies, it looks like.
Ooh. Looks like you'll have to roll a 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, you have to roll a 3 on movement.
All right, well, I have multiple dice, so I can use these for movement.
Yeah.
Or I could take out 1, replace 1, and then only have 1 die for movement. I'm risking it more, but if worse comes to worse, I do have a heart, which could give me leap. So.
I also have hearts that I can take your damage for you.
Oh, that's nice. Now, the only other thing I'm looking at, is there any other crazy thing I can do? When performing a green skill test? No. And then dodge. When using an ability before rolling a green die to defend. Okay. So, no. The only other thing I have is agility. Is when I use this ability after rolling a green die with flops, I may re-roll 1 or more green dice.
Ooh.
And I think that's just something I can do.
Yeah, you just spend the heart to do that.
That one might not even be heart related.
Oh, that's just
you
that.
must keep your second result. It's just her unique
cool.
thing, just like your little.
Just like how mine is, I can re-roll rolls of 1 on blue dice.
All right, I'm feeling pretty good about this. So I think I have everything I need to perform this. So let's try. So let's try to move. Let's see if I can hop to it. Ooh.
Nope.
All right, well, we're going to use the heart then. So I'm going to use the heart to leap, using this ability during Flops' turn. Choose a space 4 spaces away in sight, and then I just jump. Bloop.
Boop.
Which is great too, because I actually avoided that. I think that would have stopped me, right? Or did we already activate?
That one recycles, so yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
We're high-fiving, you just can't tell. All right, so I'm going to take my 3 green dice, and I will get to re-roll them if I want to. And what's the target number for Big Guy?
For Knuckle is 8.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Here we go. Take this.
That's going to do it.
That's going to do it because you have +1 on your old number 2. So,
and I'm going to use my once per ability to hit all the minions. So,
well, we're kind of making quick work of these because that's going to take out both of these because they only have 1 hit point each. And then that will also take out 1 of the dark stuffing.
Nice.
From him. I believe you also get 2 buttons.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah.
I would choose different colors because I like to collect them all.
There we go.
Now, the only other thing I can think of is one thing I could have done for fun, even though I succeeded, is I could have re-rolled that 2 and tried to get higher.
But you already got it, so we're good.
Well, sometimes I like to re-roll.
So you took out both of these, and now we have 1 threat die and 1 of him, so he's going to go. Yeah, so this is going to go and get used. And
actually, I believe you roll it to see what he does.
I do. So we're going to roll it and see what he does.
Ooh,
5, 6.
The secondary one.
Let's go ahead and find out what we got going on here.
Pay the bully!
He gets to move 3.
Oh, man. That's exactly what he needs.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
He's gonna take a swing at you, melee, for 5 damage.
Wow.
Yes.
So what are my options?
So,
because I need a lump to take some of this hit.
I can't save you.
Are you able to share stuffing with me?
Not right now. What I can do is I can spend 1 heart to use his ability when another stuffy would lose stuffing. Oh no, Lumpy may lose 1 or more of that stuffing instead.
Oh, thank goodness.
So how much do we have between us? We have 7?
Have 3.
So I'll let you take 2 and I'll take 3. And we'll both go to 1.
Okay.
So I'll go ahead and spend my hearts.
Now, before we do all that, do I even get a defense against this?
Let me make sure how that works, because we haven't been doing combat at all.
Right. Now, I have a die stored, so I think I do get at least a try.
Yes. There we go. Deals damage equal to the minion's strength. If the target stuffy has a die stored on its card, that stuffy may choose to defend against the attack by rolling the stored die and blocking damage up to the roll results.
Okay.
So you want to do that.
I want to do that. Then we can do the rest.
Yes.
So we can still have all that in, because it kind of explains what we want to do.
Yes. Remove a number of stuffing equals unblocked damage. If they lose all their stuffing, they become collapsed. If the target stuffy defended with a die and blocked all of the damage, then that die is returned to your card.
Yeah, which is cool. So I have to roll hard, too. All right.
All right, so...
It looks like I'm definitely going to try that defense die.
Yes.
So I'm going to take my red defense die that I stored.
Oh! Flops is the best.
So, because you rolled above his 5, which is his damage, you're going to be able to block all of the damage and keep your die.
Oh my goodness. That's my favorite part.
Yes. Well, that was a swing and a miss. All right, so on to me. Come on, Red Dice.
Right.
It's time for Lumpy to be the hero of Stuffyverse.
Stuffyverse. I kind of like that, actually.
Oh, uh-oh.
Well,
if I don't end him, he is going to get a turn.
All right. Well, we have some options, actually.
I do have some options.
And I have a trick.
Well, I do have a trick as well. Cool. I am going to take him out. Okay. So first I'm going to roll this die because I have to.
Right.
I don't get a stuffing.
That's fine.
Whatever. I have to get to him, though.
Mm-hmm.
That is the key part of this, because I'm going to keep these, and I'm only going to roll 1 die.
Yep.
So I need to roll a 1, 2, 3.
Well, do you? Because you have a skateboard.
Yeah, that's what I was getting to.
Mm.
So it doesn't matter. I rolled a 6. I can move up to 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
He just wanted to be cute.
There we go.
Oh, look, there's a button.
Yes, there is. And so what I'm going to do is I am going to spend a heart, because he has a difficulty of 8, and I want to make sure this happens. I'm going to spend a heart on Defensive Strike. Use his ability before attacking with Lumpy. Add 1 blue die to your attack roll.
Ooh.
So I'm going to go ahead and use this blue die along with my pink dice.
And before you do that, there's one other thing we can do.
Mm-hmm.
We can share dice. Would you like to exchange a red for a pink?
Yes, I
Or purple,
would.
purple,
because this can get me some stuffing as well as +1 on my roll.
Weird.
So we're going to roll all of these, trying to hit a 7 now, because I'm going to get +1. And bam!
Ooh.
I got exactly 7.
+1.
+1, which is 8, which will take out his last stuffing and get me a stuffing.
Ooh, yeah.
I'm just going to eat his.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ew.
Bam.
Gross.
And we have taken out Knuckle.
Knuckle?
Knuckle. So let's find out what happens after Knuckle. Okay.
Lumpy's a monster.
So we actually missed this special rule, but it didn't matter because we played to it anyways.
Good.
Special rule for this was Greedy Knuckle. On his turn, Knuckle will move towards the stuffy with the blankets.
Oh, good.
If Knuckle steals and escapes with the blankets, move to section 15.6. If Knuckle was defeated or escapes without the blankets, go to section 15.7.
Good job.
So,
It's a short one, too.
we defeated Knuckle, and it says, if you already have visited Marietta in Bramblebum. If you have already visited Marietta in the Bramblebum Forest, go to section 15.8. If you have not visited Marietta, go to section 15.9. We have, she's the one that we talked to, that we had to do this skill test, so we will go ahead and go to 15.9.
You have all made me proud,
Said Stitch.
It's high time we return home to the child. All we need to do is stand in a circle and hold pause before reciting the words Marietta taught us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If the Waking card was revealed, go to page 96, section 96.2. Otherwise, go to section 96.1. Story 1. End. A tiny rift opened in the sky above, and a thin ray of golden light beamed down upon the stuffies. It burst into an expanding dome of blinding energy, enveloping the stuffies entirely. And then, in a flash, the light and the golden ray were gone, and so too were the stuffies. Back in the little girl's room, the stuffies emerged from underneath the bed.
Quickly,
Whispered Stitch.
it's almost dawn.
I need a day off.
Sighed Theodora as she scaled the bed.
I need 1,000,000 days off.
Said Flops.
I'm never leaving this bed.
Declared Lumpy.
There's scary stuff out there.
I'm very proud of you all.
Said Stitch.
You acted bravely. I could not be more delighted to serve with such honorable stuffies.
But Lumpy sat up with a puzzled look on his face.
Well, what about Crepitus?
He asked.
You told us we could ask you when we got home, Mr. Stitch.
There is a myth about Crepitus.
Said the older Stuffy.
It says Crepitus and his brothers are two halves of the moon. The myth said that Crepitus grew jealous of his brother, for his brother was beautiful silver and a champion of dreams, loved by everyone. The myth also said that Crepitus let his anger change him. He felt he lived in his brother's shadow, and so became a thing made of shadows. He is a champion of nightmares.
What would a brother of the moon want with abandoned toys?
Theodora asked.
I cannot say.
Answered Stitch.
In the meantime, we will...
Parents!
Hissed Lumpy. He leapt into the corner of the bed with Flops and Stitch, and Theodora dove into the little girl's arms just as the doorknob turned. Mommy walked into the bedroom, humming a gentle wake-up song. She opened the curtains and let sweet sunlight fall into every corner of the room. But when she turned, she saw her daughter's blankie lying on the floor. It was covered in a variety of stains, and one quarter had been completely ripped off. And Mommy just stood there, looked at her daughter, looked back at the blankets, and all she could say was, "Huh?" End. Story 1. All right, so that's the end of Story 1 of Stuffed Fables. 1 out of 7. Yeah. Wow. So
that was awesome.
yeah, that was like going through the story, and especially once we started doing like the lost cards. Those were a little dark.
Yeah. Those are by far my favorite time,
Yes.
and doing the voices for them were a lot of fun.
Yes. So the game is, at least in story 1, which can be kind of expected. It's not challenging. No. But it's very story driven, and it is for kids as well. So
Well, families.
family and kids.
I mean, if I had kids myself, I'm sure I would love. But as a lovable uncle, I am more than happy to play this anytime.
Exactly. But yeah.
Definitely one. I want to finish another story at some point.
Exactly.
I want to see where this goes.
Well, about that, you all can let us know how you like this, and if you'd like to see us go through more of the stories. And especially if you want us to maybe check out something, maybe do the combat more, maybe check out all the different spaces. Let us know if that's what you're looking for.
There's also an option to play all the stuffies. So with 2 people, you can play 4.
Exactly. So each person would be playing as 2 stuffies. We decided to keep it simple for the first story just by playing 1 and 1.
I also love to point this out too. We got a win. So we got back the blanket, and that's a good feeling.
Exactly.
But there definitely was a second option, which we're not going to tell you.
Right.
But if that does happen, it's a fun little tale.
Oh, really? Okay, cool.
Now, mechanically, the only stuff we could talk about real quick, because it popped into my mind, and I think it's important.
Yeah, the sleep cards.
Sleep cards.
They don't do anything until they do something.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
A little disappointed with that, but at the same time, I think it's perfect.
I
for what
imagine
it is.
it's context cues where, because you have the sleeping cards, you have the restless cards, and you have the waking cards.
Right. And
So the waking is basically if you take too long and you don't get done what you need to get done quickly, the waking card happens. And I think that's like a bad end.
Right, and it's one of the 2 at the very end. So
One of the 3, because you take one of each
3.
one,
Okay.
and then you shuffle them together, and you put them on the bottom of the pile after you're done shuffling
Yeah.
them.
So yeah, it's kind of we call it in other games death clocks,
Yes.
but it's a way to keep the game moving forward. Because there's a lot of cool stuff we could be doing. I mean, the first story we definitely were running through faster.
Yeah.
But we slowed down to try some stuff. So and that's when the sleeping became much more interesting. Otherwise, I think that's the main mechanic I thought was neat to point out.
Yeah.
We didn't get to use the small cards, but we could have.
I was happy with getting my skateboard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, finally got you moving around.
Yes, exactly.
So overall, I would give it a lot of thumbs up. I definitely want to play some more of this, or see other people play more of it, because
definitely.
it's been pretty popular. I've been hearing around the internet.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
And-
we're sold out on it.
Yeah, and then if you really do like it, another thing we can do in the future is I've been interested in putting some paint on some miniatures.
Yeah.
So maybe we'll get Knuckles a little shining.
Knuckles,
Knuckles.
Captain Knuckles.
All right.
Yeah.
And with that, we're going to be signing out. If you're looking forward, this will be out on Friday, and then every Friday going forward, we'll have something new for you.
Exactly. Take care, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Yay!
Goodbye, everybody. We'll see you next time.